guys, my name is Sarah, I'm 21 and I'm from Nigeria. Experience that I've had. You know what, I actually get this, I still get this till this day. A lot of people think I'm Ghanaian, and every time I ask them why they think I'm Ghanaian, they always say it's because of my dark skin. When I told them I'm Nigerian, they still say I look Ghanaian. I had one lady once come up to me, she literally spoke straight, is it Twee? And I was just like, yeah, I'm not Ghanaian, I don't know what you're saying. But I think, yeah, that's one experience that I still get till this day. Yeah. I first noticed the division, I'm gonna say year 7, year 8. My best friend was actually light skinned. She was actually quarter caste, so her dad was mixed race. And literally everywhere we would go, people would be like, oh yeah, Monique and her dark skinned friend, or Monique and her dark skinned friend. And I went to a predominantly black primary school anyway, so everybody in my class was black. There was just one white girl called Cassandra. And skin tone was never really an issue, whether you were light skinned or dark skinned. So when I got to secondary school and people started saying, oh yeah, a dark skinned friend, that's when I really started to notice that, you know, we're actually all different shades of black, so, or brown, black, whatever, yeah. Life has just been long to be honest, but I was referred to as Blick. First time was when my friend had a link basically, and we went to go and meet the boy that she was going to see, and he came with a friend. And I remember he was like to his friend, which girl is it? And he was like, oh, is it the Blick one? And I remember I was just like, did someone just call me Blick? Bearing in mind, like, okay, cool, I'm dark skinned, but like, no, did someone actually just call me Blick? I could not believe it. So that was the first time I got called Blick. And then I just used to feel like boys just didn't find me attractive because they just all thought I was Blick. So that's a very bad word when I think about it. How can someone do it? I don't think inferior is the word. Not necessarily. I feel like the only time I used to feel some type of way about being dark skinned was when I started to wear makeup. And obviously, like, I had friends who can just quickly go to Superdrug and buy Maybelline or L'Oreal or whatever, and I could not literally like pick up my shade anywhere. But I wouldn't say inferior was the word. I just feel like companies didn't really cater for my skin, so I felt a bit, you know, out of backs. Yeah, I did, and I did bleach my skin, on it. So I started bleaching my skin when I was in year 9, and one gave me £10. I used to get £10 a week, and I already done my research on YouTube now. Can I say the name? Am I allowed to? Yeah, so the cream was called Caro Light, and I think someone from the UK posted a video and it was like £6. So I was like, okay, you know what, when my mum gives me money on Monday, I'm not going to buy lunch. Literally, I was willing to sacrifice my lunch. I wasn't going to buy lunch, and I said after school I'm going to go and buy the skin bleaching cream. So I bought it and I started using it. I think I started seeing changes. Literally within 2 weeks, my skin started to get light. And the worst thing was, obviously, when you cream your face, you can't really cream your face to the extent where everything is just even. So I remember like certain areas of my face will be light, certain areas of my face will be dark. And my mom noticed I was bleaching my skin, but she didn't want to directly say I was bleaching. So she said, whatever I'm using, I should stop using it. It got so bad, I did go up at least like 3 or 4 shades. It got so bad that I actually found it hard to go out in the sun because my skin just became so sensitive. Yeah, so that happened in year 9, so I was really young. Then I stopped, and then I continued again in college. I started again in college, and I started for 2 months, and then I just stopped completely. But yeah, I had bleached my skin before. So first and foremost, the side effects. My skin was, when I say patchy, oh god, it was patchy. Like, my forehead was light, my cheeks were dark, my under eye was medium, like it was just insane. So that was 1. 2, I actually saw an article online about skin bleaching giving you cancer, and that freaked me the hell out. So I was just like, I'm not doing this anymore. And 3, my good friend Eleanor. And Eleanor knows this already, but basically, you guys really know Eleanor's DSP, innit? So when we first started college, Eleanor always used to call me, she's so cute. Eleanor always used to call me DSP Sarah, and I was just like, you know, like, it's just my little thing, like DSPs. So I remember I changed my Twitter name to DSP Sarah, my brief, I think I was still BDM then, yeah, I was still BDM. I changed that to DSP Sarah and everything, and then the more I started to say it, the more I was just like, yeah, actually I'm dark skin and I look good, okay? So that then started to resonate with me a bit more, and then before I knew it, I was just like, you know what, my skin is popping, my friends think my skin is popping, so yeah, my skin's popping, and then I just literally stopped completely. Listen, I love my skin. I wouldn't change it for the world. It's like my melanin. Do you know what is so weird as well? I just see myself as being dark skinned, and that's because obviously I've like adjusted to being dark skinned. But when people are just like, Sarah, your skin is glowing, or you just look so this or so that, it's like, this is my natural skin. Like, I naturally just glow, and I absolutely love it. Wouldn't change it for the world. I love dark skin, I love brown skin, I love all skin, but my skin right now, yeah, I'm in love, honestly in love. Okay, my views on colorism. Yes, I do think to an extent it does stem from slavery. I am also going to blame the media as well. I do think it's important that we do speak about colorism not only affecting, not only being affected in the black community, it does happen in the Asian community, in the Spanish community as well, in the Indian community. So I do think it's very important that we do raise that up as well. But I do feel like some parts of colorism have actually stemmed from slavery, and most importantly do stem from the current media that we have now. And this is evident with even Destiny's Child, with Beyonce being the most favourable. People will just be like, oh yeah, but Kelly's just, she's just there. And I feel like as well, in terms of colorism, I feel like sometimes we put some celebrities on a higher pedestal than they deserve to actually be on. I'm going to give examples and I'm going to throw names. Bob Risky is the prime example of colorism in this day and age. I don't care what anybody says. This man blatantly goes on social media and talks about him being black. He'll literally post before and after pictures of him being dark skinned and be like, when I was ugly and down and depressed, but now I'm beautiful and I'm glowing and I'm this like. That is blatant colorism, and people still feed into stuff like that. And at the end of the day, whatever you feed into will automatically start to reflect in your own minds and your own thoughts as well. So yeah, I do feel like colorism has stemmed from slavery, but also does stem from media and the celebrities that we have in our culture today. I actually do. I remember I went out with a white boy. We went out for like 3 months or whatever. And I remember like even when we went out, for some reason I was just thinking like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna have dark skinned kids anymore or whatever. But I do feel like a lot of the time there are some people who do go around with like, I do think it's very evident in boys specifically, and I'm not trying to, yeah. Anyway, I'm pointing fingers, yeah. So I do feel like there are a lot of boys out there who they don't desire, they like black girls, but they don't desire to be with dark skinned girls. It's always either she's white or she's mixed race or she's light skinned. And I do feel like that somewhat does start to filter into what they perceive their kids will look like, because a lot of people think that dark and dark equals a dark ugly baby, when in actual fact it equals a beautiful baby. But yeah, I do believe certain people decide to pick their partner based on their skin tone, thinking how that will affect their future children. I would say you need to give yourself time to grow into your skin. You need to give yourself time to grow into your beauty, and most importantly, you need to give yourself time to understand your beauty as well. I do feel like the whole process of self-love, whenever it comes to your skin color, it's actually a journey. Like, it's not something that happens overnight. I remember I was feeling insecure about my skin starting from year 7, and I'm 21 now, so God knows how many years that is, you do the math. But I do feel like it is a journey, and every single step on the journey does need to be embraced. I don't think you should ever want to be another color or ever want to be another shade, because the shade that you're in is a God-given shade, and most importantly, it just looks perfect on you. Like, I can't imagine myself as any other color, because I just think I just look really weird. But I do think it's important that you embrace your skin color. Remember that your melanin is popping, and we just naturally grow, and we naturally glow anyway. So yeah, that's what I'll say to my melanin kings and queens out there. Okay, love your skin, love your skin.